Welcome to Just Reach Out, the easiest way to score a backlink or get featured in press, podcast, or a blog. So the way it works, it's rather kind of easy for you to get going. When you start using the platform, we will take you through a questionnaire and give you a few lessons on how to best start out with your outreach. So we'll explain how to best pick the keywords to find the most relevant journalists, bloggers, and podcasters you're going to do outreach for. And then you'll input all this information into our onboarding sequence. We'll ask you a few more questions about what you're working on, and we'll also give you some information on how to create the best brainstorm for a story that journalists actually want to write about, and bloggers and podcasters want to listen about. We'll jump through your company one-sentence pitch, and we'll teach you how to create something that journalists grab onto. We'll talk about your goals, and we'll ask you a few other things and teach you a few other things. And based on these things that you answer, all these questions, we'll create a personalized guide for each and every tool inside our platform. These guides tell you exactly what to do week by week. And if you dig deeper into it, our software will tell you a schedule, your personalized action plan schedule, weekly to-do tasks in order to get results. We have a team of people who help you to get results in the first 60 days. We help you write pitches, we help you send them out, we help you analyze your data and figure out what it is that is catching on and what is not catching on. In the first 60 days, we're holding your hand. We're making sure that you're getting those backlinks. You're getting those responses from journalists, and we're supporting you through that process. Now, the tool itself, the platform, breaks down into 6 different tools. We have press opportunities, we have journalists, we have podcasts, we have guest posting, link love, which is broken link outreach, and unlinked mention outreach. Now, in the order of difficulty, these are probably going to be, well, I'm going to show you the easiest one first. Press opportunities are journalists asking questions about a specific topic. This is not Haro. This is 20 different newsletters and Twitter hashtags that we index for you all at the same time. Now, when you dig deeper into one of these queries, you can see the name, you can see the organization, the blog or the podcast. You can see the real email address of a person and exactly what they want. You can search this by a specific term, or you can get deeper and get more specific as much as you'd like. You can look at also expired opportunities and reach out to those folks that are covering something specific that you have something to say about, which has expired. It's a great way to intersect, saying, hey, you've asked about seeking interesting CFOs. This has expired. I have something to say about finance. I'm not a CFO. And so this works really well. Now, we take these from 20 different sources, again, newsletters, Twitter, Facebook, and so forth. And we also have a private group of individuals that sort of help you connect to the right journalists within those questions. Again, we're supporting you through this process and teaching you. We have a whole academy here that also supports you through this as well. We also have a journalist tool, and this is sort of meat and potatoes of doing outreach in the platform. When you search a keyword, not only do we sort of start helping you figure out what that keyword should be, because we're always recommending things to you, but we also help you dig deeper into the relevance by figuring out whether you want to look at news articles or web search articles, whether you want to look at last month, last year. You can search in any language you'd like. You can type in Chinese, French, Japanese in here. This will work in any language. And we have journalists pretty much in each and every country in the world in our database. The database right now is over 3 million journalists, but we are always indexing new journalists. It's not a static database. So what happens is when you type in a keyword, we actually go out to Google, to Bing, to LexisNexis, to all these sources, and we source these journalists from the web if you pick news. So we always pull in new data. There's infinite amount of journalists that we always pull in. You can also search by a specific URL of a website and so forth. So once you sort of dig deeper into each article, and you figure out that this is the best journalist for you, you'll put them into your specific list. And you can see we have some lists created in this account. So I might put this one in technology journalists. I might put this one in addiction journalists. I might put one in virtual learning journalists. Once I'm done creating my lists, I can go and browse the lists, and I can go ahead and view them. And then once I view them, I can go ahead and start my outreach by selecting the people that I want to pitch. I know that there's 300 contacts in here, but I might only select 3 of them and send emails out to these 3. Once I select the journalist I want to email, I have my templates. These templates are the best ones working for our customers across the board. I'll use my variables to make sure I fill that in. So I'll fill in the article title, the author name, I'll fill in my signature. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a scheduled follow-up. And I'm going to say if the first one hasn't been responded to in 3 weekdays, send an automatic follow-up and set it and forget it. I might add a few of these, and I might pick a different template if I really want to. I might edit this one. Once I'm done, I'll save this template to pop up every single time I send another pitch. And then I'm done sending. Before I send, I usually check the email pitch tips. These change pretty much every few weeks on the best sort of outreach tactics that we're seeing people are doing through the platform. And then I'm ready to send. I'll send email pitch. This is where most of the learning happens. In most platforms, this is the end of your outreach journey. This is only the beginning. So in our platform, so what you see here is you can see number of opens, number of clicks, number of received responses, and you can see the benchmark. That's 52%. That's 52% of people, 52% of all the emails that were sent that were being opened in our platform across all our customers. You need to do better. And so our team is here to support you to do better. And one of the first things that you attack is the open rate, and you work on your subject line and the targeting. And so it's the list targeting, who are you putting into your list, and the subject line. And so our editors are on it with you. We're going back and forth. We're helping you revise your subject lines to get a 50% open rate. And then once you are actually getting that, then we need to get at least 11 or 12% response rate on all your pitches. And so then we're going to be working on your actual pitch and getting that in order. And so this is how we use data to drive and figure out what is working, what is not, and revising things. We're going to be looking at different subject lines, and we're going to look at the open rates based on those subject lines. We're going to look at different campaigns and lists to see which lists in terms of targeting are getting better response rates. And we're going to fix things to get responses and get results. That is journalists and bloggers outreach. We also have a podcast tool that allows you to find podcasts in each and every directory, topic, and industry you'll ever want. These are created for our customers by our editors. We pull in number of episodes. We pull in the last episode date. We'll also give you information about each and every podcast, as well as the URL, the host name, and of course, their personal email. So, or the email that's on file that they've listed. So here, what the important part is that you're creating dialogue with journalists and specifically podcasters, and asking them to have you on their show. So you'll need to reference a specific podcast episode, and you'll also use one of our pitch templates and go through the whole process of correcting your pitch, improving it with our team as you start sending these out. Guest posting is the next tool that I want to show you. It looks very similar to all the other tools in here, but this is specifically for guest posts. Again, these lists, the podcast list, the guest posting list, are created by our editors for our customers. So if you see something you want or you want updated, you can always request new lists or new topics in here. It takes us about 24 to 48 hours. We use our own engine, and we basically work with you to figure out what are the best targets for you when you want to come to start guest posting. We give you the domain rating. We give you all the information you need to reach out. We also filter these by, hey, they're actually taking guest post submissions. Hey, these folks are actually taking podcast submissions, and so forth. One of the last tools I want to show you is Link Love, which is a way to find broken links. Now, imagine you have a great piece of content on your site, and you have home warranty calculator on your website. This is a reason for you to find everyone who has a broken link to a home warranty calculator and let them know, hey, I have a great piece of content called home warranty calculator on my site. Can you please link to me? I found a broken link for you. And that's what this report pulls for you. It finds the source, the broken link, the link text, the error code, and the link type, and of course the email address. It gives you everything. So now you can easily mail merge this and send that pitch just like you did with journalist podcast guest posts. But in this case, saying, hey, I found a broken link. Here's the broken link. Please replace it and improve your site and also give me a backlink. Again, tremendously powerful and a very easy way to sort of quickly pull a report of all the broken links and get yourself some linkage. Unlinked mention is something people just plain old forget, but this is another way to sort of find places where you should be getting links from. Us here at Just Reach Out, we do this all the time, we forget, right? And so I just typed in Just Reach Out. It gives me all the places where it was mentioned and there hasn't been a link. So now I can quickly just check all and do my mail merge and say, hey guys, please, you mentioned me, please link to me in this article. So that is Just Reach Out in a nutshell, how the platform works, and would love to hear your questions. Just click this little icon on the top and bottom right if you have any questions about it. Otherwise, see you on the other side.